Okay, welcome. So today we're going to go through long division. Now, long division is one of the most dreaded subjects in the whole of maths. Lots of times people do not want to go through long division, but today we're going to try to go through it together. And if you're having any problems, you can go back and watch this video again. Let's start with the difference between long division and normal division. If we're doing normal division, like short division, you would do it like 5 into 333. So 5 doesn't go into 3, so put a 0. 5 goes into 33 6 times with 3 left over, and 5 goes into 35 7 times. The answer is 67. Now, long division works a little bit differently. Now, this question here, I think I could solve it with short division, but we're going to use it to show you how to solve it with long division so that when you do get to more tricky questions, you can actually use it properly. Now, effectively, you have to keep writing your numbers down all down the page, and keep bringing down these numbers every time there's a new one. Okay, so we're going to go through it together. Let's hope this works. Okay, does 5 go into 3? No, it doesn't. How many times does 5 go into 31? Well, 5 goes into 31 6 times. But if it goes into 36 times, we get the answer of 30. Okay, so we write down how many times 5 went into 31, 6 times, and the answer was 30. And then we do 31, take away 30. We have 1 left over. We bring the 1 down. Okay? Now, when we're going to do the next one with the 5, now we're going to keep bringing these numbers down from here on out. So we're going to bring the 5 down here like that. So now, how many times does 5 go into 15? 5 goes into 15 3 times. And the answer would be 15. So it goes in perfectly. So when we bring the number down, we bring down a 0 because it went in perfectly. So now when we bring the next number down, the 2 down, 5 does not go into 2, so we put a 0 here. And we're going to bring the next number down, which is a 7. So now 5 goes into 27 5 times. And when 5 goes into 27 5 times, you get 25. So 5 times 5 is 25. Right here, now you do 27, take away 25 is 2. And the last number with the 0, you bring the 0 down here like that. 5 goes into 24 times. So you end up with 63,054. Now we're going to slow it down a little bit. But as you can see, you've got to make sure that how many times it goes into, you write the answer down here and then you subtract them against each other. Let's write down the same question, but with a 4. 3, 1, 5, 2, 7, 0. Okay, same thing again. How many times does 4 go into 3? It doesn't. How many times does 4 go into 31? Well, it goes in 7 times because 4 times 7 is 28. So you write the 28 down here and you subtract the 2, which is 3. Now the next time when you do the 5, you bring the 5 down next to the 3. How many times does 4 go into 35? 4 goes into 35 8 times because 4 times 8 is 32. So you write your answer here, then you subtract 35, take away 32 equals 3. Now before you solve the next one, you've got to bring the 2 down now. How many times does 4 go into 32? Goes in 8 times. Now this is where you get tricky because when 4 goes into 32, you've still got to write down 32 here. Okay? And then you've got to write down 0. You've got to make sure you're still writing that there's a 0 left here. Okay? So now it's got to be 4 goes into 7, bring the 7 down here. 4 goes into 7 once with 3 left over. So with the 4 here, then there's 3 left over. So when you bring the 0 down, 4 goes into 30 7 times with 2 left over. Okay? So the main thing would be, if we're doing this, when you do, how many times is 6 go into 38? Okay, we write the answer here, and then we write down when we did 6 times 6, what did we get to? We got to 36, and then we take those 2 away and bring the answer down to here. Then when we're going to solve the next one, we bring the 1 down here. So now 6 goes into 21. 6 goes into 21 3 times, and 6 times 3 is 18. So you write the answer down here. Subtract those 2 against each other. You're left with a 3. Then you bring the next number down, and we put the 4 down there. 6 goes into 34 5 times, because 6 times 5 is 30, so there is 4 left over. It is pretty tricky, I get it. You're just going to have to work on it. You're going to make mistakes, but the best way to do it is to just keep practicing and keep getting feedback from your teacher as to whereabouts you're getting wrong, so you can specifically realize which part of the question you're having mistakes with, okay? Keep trying it out, and we'll go through it in class if we get a chance. All right, thanks.